intensely searching for an original
So hear me out. You notice how the camera angle showing her on, like, standing in that bridge area was lower?
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be the angle of the cat watching her. Because cats would be able to move down there with ease because of their balancing.
Maybe.
And also they don't give a fuck, so they're going to do that kind of shit.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Sorry I always keep you waiting. Harley was still printing the Horowitz file for me.
Whose file?
Lisa E. Horowitz. One of the 3 women to rent a car at Wong's just before Faye popped up at Miller's place. And considering her age, the only one who could be our buddy. I asked Harley to get us some details on her. We can take a look at it, if you want.
And I thought this only happened in movies.
This is a movie.
Would you rather take one last look at the board before reading her file? Do a run-through of the investigation?
You want to check the board?
We have so many fucking red herrings, loose ends. Is it even worth it?
Just in case, I'd like to take a closer look at it.
Okay. Where should we start?
All right.
We know that on October 8th of last year, she showed up at Miller's house, slept with him, and vanished, only to show up a year later with a kid, Jenny, supposedly the daughter of Miller, who she's been gaslighting and drugging for weeks, disguised as his mother. Her motive? Revenge. According to what she told Dennison, Miller abused her. Do you think that could have happened?
Ed is afraid of committing to a partner, maybe because of his family history. But he doesn't fit the pattern of behavior of an abuser, much less a rapist. But the thing that puzzles me the most is, why did her plan backfire? Did she just slip, and that's it? Did she get her revenge, and then decide to end it all? Or what are we missing?
You're missing Mr. Kitty.
I am telling you it's Mr. Kitty.
Faye paid him $10,000 to help her execute the last part of her plan. Together, they pushed Ed's car into the canyon.
Later, Faye dressed up as John Miller, waited for Dennison to wake Ed up, and pretended to jump off the bridge. But wearing a harness with a rope hooked to it, she hid right under the bridge and put the disguise and the climbing equipment in the duffel bag, while Dennison made sure Ed didn't jump and called the police.
Faye reenacted with total precision the accident in which Maddie Miller died.
I don't know why that did that.
As well as her daughter. Ed Miller claims that his daughter, the new Jenny, was in the car. But the only evidence we have of her existence is a picture found on Faye's phone.
On top of that, Faye wanted to make extra sure to frame Ed, so she planted a gun in the car, the exact same one that killed Samuel Franklin, and a bottle of whiskey, which is exactly what John Miller had been drinking before he killed himself.
Bum, 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 bum.
God, I need to know her fucking motive.
The Franklin's ranch has a lousy cell phone service, so somebody cut their landline so they'd have no means of contacting anyone the same night that Samuel Franklin was murdered, and just a few hours before Dennison called the police, claiming Ed Miller had tried to commit suicide at the Brody Canyon Bridge. We know for sure that the bullet that killed Samuel Franklin came from the gun found in Miller's wrecked car, and which we now know was planted there by Faye. It's no secret that she wanted to frame Miller. So she may possibly be the murderer, but why did she kill him? What did Samuel Franklin do? What did he know? Frankly, after 4 days of searching, I'm starting to lose hope. I really want to believe she's still alive, but...
Something tells me we'll find her.
I hope so. Thanks.
Hopefully it's in one piece.
Ed has several issues that are not usually seen together. To start with, the death of his family at the hand of his father, which contributed to his becoming the most cynical patient I've ever treated. Then, there's the repression of that trauma, spurred on by his Aunt Claire. And finally, somebody arriving who was capable of harnessing that trauma to intentionally drive him crazy.
And is that the case? Is he crazy?
Crazy is a very relative term, but if Faye's aim was to strip him of his sanity, she did not manage to do so.
She inadvertently helped him to be able to figure out what actually happened. To a point. But there is definitely something in that past that is causing this.
Oh, there you go. There's the duffel bag.
There was a men's suit in a bag we found under the bridge, which Faye wore to look like John Miller, who'd committed suicide by jumping off the same bridge. There was also a neuroleptic, likely used to put Ed Miller to sleep. Rock climbing equipment, key to a vehicle we have yet to identify.
Maybe it was her getaway car.
Maybe.
Well,
Just maybe.
I'd say I've got a pretty clear picture. Let's look at the file.
Great. This is Lisa Horwitz, the day she graduated from Yale as a psych major, also as valedictorian. Anything come to mind? This isn't her best picture, but it's pretty clear this could be the same person.
That would explain how she knew
Her
about
studies would explain why she had knowledge of the narcotic effects of that drug, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Faye told Ed that she just graduated as a psych major.
So, it all adds up. Let's see what the file says. Daughter of Peter and Marlene Horowitz. Upper middle class. They were well off. They both died when Lisa was a little girl. Should we stick the picture on the board, or skip to the next one?
Nope.
I can see a few connections here.
You're the boss.
Put everything on the board. Everything.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
It's so
Does-
adorable if any of them actually knew or cared about each other.
Wait a minute. No, the father couldn't be the same.
Father and mother died when she
No,
was
he
a
just looked
child.
similar
Her
'cause
story
they're related.
resembles Ed's.
Is she think Ed's copying her life?
Her life? Why would it be her life?
Both had parents that died when they were younger. But like it's weird.
I don't know.
I guess her family's social standing explains why a 23-year-old girl would have $10,000 on hand to give to Dennison.
Right. Though, with everything she seems to have done, I wouldn't be surprised if she got the money through other, less legal means.
Oh, she was selling a body
How
for
did
cash.
her
on the
parents
street corner.
die? Could she have...
No. Cancer. Colon and throat. Within the span of about 2 years. Now for the fun part. After her parents' death, she became depressed. Self-harm, suicide attempts. She spent several months in the New Jersey psychiatric hospital. Possibly the most expensive one in New England.
Rings a bell. I think a patient of mine went there. Who was it?
The night before she was going to be released, her best friend from the hospital got drunk and jumped off the roof of the building.
And
Isn't it ironic that a former psychiatric patient would pursue psychiatry?
It makes sense. A few people in my class had similar backgrounds. Some did it to get to know themselves better. Others wanted to give back, help people who had gone through something similar.
Isn't it odd that her best friend from the hospital killed herself by jumping off a building and that she ended up the same way?
Yes, maybe she jumped too. Maybe she was trying to emulate her. But why?
Did he sleep with the best friend at some point?
Her friend got drunk right
Maybe.
before committing suicide by throwing herself over the ledge.
Like Miller's father.
Jeez. Why is everything so convoluted?
oh, did he fuck that bitch and not call her back?
Yeah, that would actually make sense, because remember he had all those phone calls?
Well, now we got to find out who the friend is. Yeah, but I don't know if that was the same one.
Did
It was
Ed
way
Miller,
before that, I think.
after everything that happened to him as a kid, never go to a psych hospital?
He almost did, but his Aunt Claire kept it from happening. She took him home to San Bernardino and essentially brainwashed him, burying most of his negative memories.
When she was released, Lisa went back to New York under the guardianship of her paternal grandmother, Diane Horowitz, who a few weeks later fell down the stairs, breaking her neck. What do we do with this one?
Yeah.
Stick it there or pass?
Yeah, no, she definitely did that shit on purpose.
Don't you feel like her grandmother's death is too much of a coincidence?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think the friend killed herself either. I don't think it was suicide. Oh, the grandmother looks like she was charming. You. Let's see.
What does this woman have against the elderly? Why does she go through so much trouble keeping Miller alive, but then go and kill his neighbor like it's nothing? This is from a couple of years ago. A climbing wall in her neighborhood in New York. Another coincidence?
There's no question. Lisa is our Faye. What? You're still not sure.
I've been wrong too many times not to have my doubts. And this is from a few weeks ago. Lisa Horowitz applied for a position as a psychiatrist in training at the only psychiatric hospital in our county, and she got it. She's supposed to be starting at the end of the month, though I doubt she will.
Why would a wealthy young woman from New York with an outstanding academic record want to work at a hospital with such a poor reputation and so far from home?
To get close to someone?
Because
The
she has a
doctor who
thing
was
for
assigned
rednecks.
to Ed at the hospital, before Robert Kerrigan hired me to treat him, was quite inclined to admitting him to a mental institution. The mental institution where Lisa was going to work is almost certainly the same one Ed would have been admitted to.
Are you saying that...
That was the last part of the plan. Become his psychiatrist and torture him.
Let's take a look at her medical record. She weighed almost 9 pounds when she was born. At age 11, her appendix was removed.
What is it?
Let me make a quick call. Just to
Oh,
double check.
he's gonna check and see if the body still has an appendix.
Pat? It's Reyes. Remember the body we brought in yesterday? The blonde girl? Ah, perfect. Can you tell me if she has a scar? The kind you would have from getting your appendix removed? Are you sure? Okay. Thanks, Pat.
This
I
bitch
can't
is
believe
smart.
It has to be
She had
her.
a twin sister. She
It's
yeeted
her.
off of that fucking bridge.
But no.
This is like a fucking soap opera
Oh
now.
no. We
You're
were so
into it.
close.
I'm sorry. It happens a lot.
Sand
think
in
you have a
our
bite,
glass. These are the
you tug at
days
the
of our
line.
lives.
And all you have to do is reel it in, but just at the last minute.
Wait, I think she figured it out.
I wouldn't give it too much more thought right now. We should get some rest.
It wasn't my patient.
Who? What are you talking about?
Somebody's speech.
No, she's thinking it over.
How long ago was Lisa Horowitz released?
Why is that important?
8 years?
8 years.
What was her friend's name? The one who committed suicide.
Veronica Carrigan.
Oh no.
Veronica was the one that her patient knew.
That was, I think, his daughter or wife.
I thought it was his wife. Yeah. Actually, it might make more sense.
Wait,
if it was
could
the
he have
daughter.
set all
She's
this
a little
up?
older. That's a very good question.
What if Ed wasn't the target? Unless she was in love with the girl that killed herself and Ed slept with her, maybe?
Maybe.
My dearest one, because there's
What
nothing
acid
to
is this?
fear. Let's wait together for the sun to show us the monster's not here.
They're gonna find me.
You scared me to death. How'd you get in?
I stole this from Mr. Fatbutt.
What if he notices
Fat
it's
Butt.
missing?
He got really sleepy all of a sudden. He'll be
Oh,
in
so
bed
you've been
for a
drugging
while.
people and stealing from
If
them
they
for a
catch
very
you-
long time.
I wasn't about to leave you all alone on your last night here.
She
Are
killed
we
her.
best friends or what?
Definitely killed a few people.
Besides,
I'm going to stab you now.
I've got a surprise for you. Come on, follow me.
But I'm not sure if...
You ever wanted to see what was at the bottom of an elevator shaft?
Whee!
I was not expecting that to be that easy.
Are we best friends or not?
She's a manipulative fuck.
Bitch, I don't even know
Besides,
your
You're
name.
not a patient anymore. They can't touch you.
Yeah, if it's your last night, you're still a patient.
All right. But I have to finish writing my diary entry for today. It's my routine.
It's your routine. I'll wait for you.
No, at least she's nice enough to let her finish her routine.
Unless she
Forget
wants to go-
all
unless
of
you
the
want-
reasons it won't work. Believe the one reason that it will.
We're the same age, aren't we?
You're 15 too, right? Why?
No reason.
What? What's wrong with a girl having a teddy bear? I missed something. There's nothing wrong with having a teddy bear.
Because women are horrible to each other.
Yes, this is true.
Men just beat the shit out of each other and then we get drunk and forget about it.
This is why I have a lot of guy friends.
Beat the shit out of a lot of guys, get drunk with them, and then forget about it.
I have probably hit almost every one of my male friends in the dick. I fight dirty. I used to have to jump up and hit Toku in the back of the head. Because he's so much taller than me. Don't ask me to do two different things at once. I can't figure that out. Wait, can you...
Just rub your head and pat your belly.
She's a witch!
You're a witch!
Just take the stickers off.
You can do it, Harry Potter.
How did you miss one?
Because it's a Rubik's Cube and it just wants to fuck your brain.
Yeah.
What Rubik's Cubes do.
They're evil.
No, they're actually very fun to do.
They
It's
let
just
you wear
very hard to
earrings
get
that
them
aren't
right.
clip-ons?
It's a reward. I haven't hurt myself in a long time. My grandma sends them to me. She's so sweet.
You're so lucky.
She's jealous of her.
You know what? Take one.
No, I couldn't.
Are we best friends or what?
Oh no, she's so sweet. Oh no.
Why do I get the feeling that she bumps off this chick and takes her place?
What the
You're
fuck,
right.
lady?
You're supposed to use a fucking ice cube and numb it, you dumb
Oh,
fuck.
that's why I don't have my ears
So?
pierced anymore.
You're so brave.
Also, look at she has cauliflower here.
Oh,
I
jeez.
finished my entry.
Hurts like a
I'm
bitch
gonna
to
go
get your ears
pee
pierced
and
too.
we
Hold
can-
on. I want you to have
Again,
something
isn't that
of
why
mine,
you're supposed
too.
to fucking numb it with an ice cube before you do that?
It's my lucky pendant. Nothing bad can happen to you as long as it's around your neck.
But
Are we best friends or what?
You're an evil little shit. Don't hurt the pure one. She's so nice.
Strangle. Strangle.
I forgot what that symbol actually means.
It's
Might just be
Omega.
a
Looks
horseshoe.
so freaking cool on you.
No, that's the Omega symbol.
it's beautiful.
All right,
It's
do what you gotta do and I'll show you the surprise.
also the symbol for the fucking Ultramarines.
Oh, tremble not.
I could
my
see her becoming one.
dearest one, because
No.
there's nothing to fear.
I
There
know
are
women
no-
usually
no.
can't.
Let's wait together.
There are, well, they literally can't because
for the sun
Ultramarines are clones.
to show us the monsters.
They could be
not
Valkyries.
here.
Are those like battle sisters?
Or sorry, not Valkyries. Yeah, Battle Sisters. That's what I was thinking of.
She's too psychotic even for the battle sisters.
Chaos Battle Sisters?
I think the battle sisters would tell her to calm down, bitch.
No, they'd probably just judge her as a heretic and then decapitate her.
Yep, she wants to become her.
Her shoe size is the same.
She can't. Oh, what is it? Okay, there's a mental disorder and I can't remember what it is. I remember learning about it when you can't become like you can't be a person, like you can't be your like
Yeah, you can't develop your own personality. You have to copy somebody else's.
yeah. So she was gonna become Ed.
It's personality disassociation or something like that. I forget. No,
Somebody
I don't think she was. I don't think she was ever going to become Ed. I think the problem here is that because I think the thing is she's going to still be stuck in this mental institution, right? The other one is the one that's getting out, not her.
Unless she's gonna pretend to be her and try to get out. That's why she's giving her like the necklace and everything.
Exactly. That's what I think. I think that she's going to impersonate her, and that's why she pushes Grandma down the stairs, because Grandma gets wise to it. So she gets her out of the way. Parents are already gone, and then she can assume the identity. So she's just been a sociopath from the start.
Oh God, that is a thumbnail.
No. We don't want to give the children nightmares. Or rather, not nightmares of that.
I don't. I
not that
find
cool.
like this kind of. This is actually really interesting. Like I've never taken psychology and stuff like that. I know people that have. We know somebody that has. It's an interesting thing. I wouldn't mind showing this to him and get his thoughts on it.
I just go with the fact that people are fucked in the head in general, and if you can find any thread of logic through half of it, then you're
Starting
lucky.
tonight, you're my new best friend.
Yep.
Yep, she's gonna try to become her.
Hey, don't look!
Whoops. Sorry.
She tries to become her, and I think it failed because we do know she died. So her
Well,
first
no.
attempt failed. And I don't think she was ever the other girl either. She's somebody else entirely. She's just been taking people's...
Well, no, didn't they get a name for her already, or was that the
Yeah,
other
but
chick?
she doesn't have the appendix scar, so I
Oh,
think she
yeah, no, you're
killed
right.
the other one,
Yeah.
and she assumed her identity. Because she looks almost identical to her. She just doesn't have her appendix removed.
Completely empty.
Yep.
It's like if
Kinda.
somebody assumed
That
my identity,
surprise?
they'd have to have their gallbladder
You
removed
sure you
and most
can't
of their
give it
stomach.
to me here?
Yes, in addition to the long
Positive.
list of broken bones and various other things that would show up on a medical report.
Now I'm
You'd
scared.
be amazed how little
What if you
bones
don't
are
like
broken.
it?
Of course I'm gonna like it. This is so exciting.
Wait for me here while I finish getting it ready. Okay?
Your pigtails are phasing through the hood, honey.
Satan's peeking through there.
There's a glitch in the Matrix. I am so happy that is going to hit a brick wall immediately when it hits theaters.
What?
Oh,
Oh,
you
the
have an
Matrix?
objective. Kill Lisa. I guess we know what happens there.
Lisa Simpson
Maybe
must die.
Maybe you should have kept that last one hidden until we completed all the other objectives. Oh yeah, that fucking Matrix movie is supposed to come out in theaters tomorrow.
Yeah, one of the
tomorrow
one of
midnight.
the people in the Discord made a bet that if it's really bad, he'll buy me a Daffy Duck wallet. So I'm gonna get a Daffy Duck wallet because that.
Oh,
movie's
you're
bad.
100% getting a Daffy Duck wallet. Even the critics are ripping that thing apart, and it's made for them.
At one point I considered
so happy.
electrocuting you, but
It's gonna be a cute wallet.
I need you to be disfigured from falling face first into the ground. Face to the ground. How poetic.
Oh, she wants her face to get fucked up so they can't identify her.
That's why she gave her the necklace.
Nice. Yeah, no. Critics are ripping that thing apart already. They're saying it's a fucking boring slog of a mess.
Not here. You wouldn't fall far enough. If there's one thing I'm going to miss, it's climbing therapy. I know what I'm going to do first thing when I get to New York.
Oh, God, she was obsessed with him. Because she's even talking about him now. This is her whole plan. No, but the thing is that's funny is, like, that's like every fucking Wachowski movie. It's just long, it's drawn out, it's boring, and it's retarded. Except for The Matrix.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge Matrix fan, and I didn't care. It's just Taxman made a bet with me, and I get to have a Daffy Duck wallet because he's gonna see it. And he said if it sucks, I get the wallet.
Yeah, I was never really that. I liked the first movie, but everything after that was just kind of like meh. I'm like, it's not a bad concept. Don't get me wrong. It's just the execution is fucking terrible.
What the fuck is that down there? Like a little cupcake. What the fuck are you doing there? Why is there a little cupcake? Look at that.
See, this is why Keanu Reeves should have said fuck off and just gone to do John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Even though he did that anyway.
What do you want me to do with this? Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a pallet. F is for friends who do stuff together. Vodka? Oh, she's gonna make it seem like she got drunk and fell off the fucking roof.
That's why there's a cupcake.
Happy birthday to you. You won't see the next one.
You are not allowed to sing that to me on Monday.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's what that was. Yeah, you're not allowed to sing mine to me either.
I still need to find out yours because I can't remember.
I've told you once, I will not repeat the date again.
You know it's not fair because I can't remember things.
I'll tell you once the recording's gone.
Oh yeah, no, don't tell me I'm recording. Am I leaving her locked in there?
I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of yeeting her off a roof. Also, what is it with this game and throwing people off tall objects?
Vertigo, heights.
Alright, touche. But usually that's just people that are afraid and get dizzy from heights, not necessarily people that are flying off buildings.
It's an inherent fear of falling off the building if you're looking down.
Oh, I thought it was just the fear of being up high.
That develops too, but it starts usually somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't afraid of being up high until the accident.
Well, no, I understand you, but I mean...
No, but I'm saying, like, that's usually how that kind of develops with a lot of people, is because something happens that involves heights. Like, I know people who develop vertigo because, you know those stairs that have, like, the thing in the middle where you can see down?
Are you talking about, yeah, like a normal
Like, I know
staircase,
somebody who fell and they landed to where they were only looking down in those stairs and they developed vertigo from that. Like, they can't go on stairs at all.
Yeah, see, I always just had a fear of heights. I figured that was different.
Most people do. It's because your brain is telling you, you can die from this.
Well, no, it wasn't like a situation where it was like...
Well, no, I'm saying, a lot of people will get... You have an inherent fear of heights. Most people do, because the animalistic part of your brain is like, you should not be up here. You should not be this high.
I understand that idea. It's the same thing as people have to overcome during skydiving, is the ability to jump out of a perfectly good aircraft.
No?
Yeah, those people are stupid.
Yeah. You can actually make a pretty good living as long as you do it with other people and they don't die. No, but like I mean, I still am. Like I've literally only flown twice in my life, and once was last month. In terms of like a round trip.
Yeah.
Because I just don't do, like, I can't do window seats on planes. It's just, it's not something that I do. But I can get up on a 30-foot ladder.
I mean, I get the plane thing. Believe it or not, when I was on the plane, I had the window seat because Toku. When we went to New York, I was actually okay looking out at the clouds and stuff. It's when we were starting to come down and stuff, I was like, nah, I'm good. You fucking psycho.
Yep.
Also, I shouldn't say that. I actually used to do gymnastics before the accident, so I had no fear of heights before.
Yeah, but I feel like this is a little bit of a different situation when it's a 10-story building.
Yeah, no, you're just not gonna have vertigo. That's gonna be your brain, the animalistic part of your brain going, "Are you stupid, woman?"
Yeah, sometimes that's not that doesn't develop in people for whatever reason.
I think she's one of them.
I feel like natural selection would have weeded many of them out by the end, but somehow they keep sticking around.
I mean, anyone that can go up there for like window washing and stuff, I give them more power because that seems terrifying.
Close
yeah,
your eyes
no, that shit's
and give me
fucked.
your hand.
Especially if something goes wrong on one of those things, you're boned.
Like those people, I give mad respect to.
Well, there's I'm trying to remember. There were
Don't
two different
open
things
your eyes
actually
yet.
that I remember hearing.
Go ahead and sit down.
So I'll tell you off stream actually, because
Here.
we'll watch this, see what they're doing.
This is gonna be
On the
so
ground.
fucked. Also, she has two glasses.
Drink the liquor. Drink it. Oh, the Zippo lighter that she still had in the future. You're gonna burn your thumb
Ready.
like that, jackass.
She won't feel it.
Open your eyes
I don't think she feels fear.
and make a wish.
Feeling fear and feeling pain are two different things.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
I'm
Blow.
gonna miss you too.
Blow. I'm make sure.
Here, now have some vodka.
Seriously, why did I meet you so late? When I already knew I was leaving.
Because dumb.
Want to open up a little more?
Dum da dum dum dum.
What's that?
Consider it my way of saying thank you. For the best week of my life.
But, Veronica...
Come on. You're out of the loony bin tomorrow. It's your last chance to do crazy stuff.
You
I've
are a
never,
horrible
ever
person.
tried it.
Yep.
Ooh. Are we playing Never Have I Ever?
This
My turn to
woman
drink,
is
then.
literally like unredeemable.
Never
to any
have
degree.
I ever.
Like I don't care what. Slept with a stuffed animal, kept a diary, been to New York, played with a Rubik's Cube.
I'm gonna say been to New York.
I mean, that's the least douchey of the ones.
Been to New York.
Cheater! Guilty!
Well, you know.
God,
yeah,
girl.
no, yeah, no, honey. If you're drinking
You get
straight
used to
vodka and you're not
Your
used
turn.
to drinking, that's not going to taste good on the way down. You need to mix that with something.
Never have I ever kissed a boy.
What about a girl?
Veronica!
Oh Lord,
Well, either way, really.
you want to play doctor?
Never have I ever.
Miss my friends from school because I have no friends.
I want to say why, but I'm not sure which one. Like if these will mean anything.
I have no idea. I think it's just literally to try and get her to drink the vodka to get her drunk. I think that's really the sole thing. So if you say like, never have I ever lived with my grandma, you know that she has, so she won't drink. Do you know how this drinking game works?
No, I've never played it.
Okay, so never have I ever is a drinking game where basically everybody has a drink and you say, never have I ever done X. And whoever has done that then has to drink, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
So it's like, I would say like, okay, never have I ever driven cross country. And if people, I think if I remember correctly, the way it works is it's one way or the other. But I think the way that it works is if you have done it, if you admit to doing it, then you have to take a drink.
All right, so I'm gonna say, so she has to admit to have done it, right?
Yeah. So I don't know if she's lived with the grandma. She's close
had
with the
her
grandma.
own room because she had her own room in the thing.
Yeah, probably.
Had a room to myself.
You haven't? But here...
Here doesn't count. This isn't real life.
Ugh. I had a really pretty room at my grandma's house.
And now you're going to be
okay.
living there again. Tell me everything about it.
Oh, now she's mining all
So
this
yeah,
fucking information
it's a
from
really
her too.
sick house. New York's so cool. But it's my turn. Never have I
this is
ever
this is
made
after it
my
got
own
better, but
breakfast.
before it went to shit.
You haven't?
Back home, the maid did it. Here.
Oh,
Who
you
knows?
rich
Well,
bitch.
I've never made my own breakfast either, so I don't drink. Never
Okay,
have I
fuck it.
ever
Yeet her off a building.
Lived with my grandma.
lived with my grandma.
Ha! You're saying that because I told you I lived with my grandma before coming here.
You've barely told me anything about her.
She's cool. I don't know.
And now you're going to be living with her again? I want to know everything about her.
See, this would be kind of adorable if she wasn't a
she's-
psychopath.
A cool grandma. She doesn't even look like a grandma. She goes up and down the stairs like she's Rocky.
Oh, she's a gilf. Okay.
My turn.
Oh, God, you just said that about the
Never
stairs, and we
have
know what
I
happens to her.
ever-
That's horrible.
Come here.
She goes up and down the stairs like Rocky.
I want you to
Yeah.
feel
She waited for
the
that.
coolest thing you're ever going to feel in your life.
This kid is way too smart and way too evil.
I think I'm
Yeah?
a little cold.
Yes, that's what happens when you stand on a fucking rooftop, jackass. Oh, give her your jacket. You're gonna
Follow
take
me.
off her glasses. Oh,
I'm scared.
fuck.
Take your shoes off. You'll grip onto the beam better.
But I'm scared.
This is fucking horrible.
They
What
didn't
did
pull
we
any
say?
punches with this game, and I love it.
No,
This
no,
was my
no. Like,
last
this
night
is,
to
like,
do
I have
crazy
never met a
stuff.
more unlikable character.
Plus, not only am I your best friend,
You're
but
not supposed to
also
like
the
the psycho
best
anyway.
climber in this madhouse.
Well, no, but see,
Who would
here's
you
the
be
only thing
safer
that
with?
makes this entire scene fucked up is that, like, if we were experiencing this game in chronological order, like, if we saw something happen here, and we weren't explained, like, who this girl was, and then we fast forward and we found out all the other shit later on, like, this is all kind of, the game. Most of the game is through backtracking. So, we already know that she's a horrible person in the future. But that doesn't necessarily mean she's a horrible person in the past, at least from what we knew before. Now we know that she was just a fucking nut job from day one.
Yeah, they're trying to show that she's not able to build her own personality. She has to steal others because she's
But
got
I'm
that
a little
disorder,
drunk.
which they'll probably say the name of it at some point
Give
in
me
the
your
game.
glasses. That way, you won't see so blurry.
I could see Hitchcock making a character like I don't know if he'd use
I'll
kids,
be
but this
right
dark.
behind you,
Like if you gave him free
holding
reign.
on to you. Each step you take will be like flying over everything that ever hurt you.
Fucking no. Oh my
what-
god, she reminds me of the kid that actually yeeted me. He was this fucking psychotic. He wasn't trying to be me, but he was actually this psychotic.
Veronica? When I'm not here anymore, will we still be friends?
Nope.
We're gonna be
You'll
closer than
always
ever.
be a part
I
of me.
fucking knew that was gonna be a part. That was the damn it.
And off you go.
Hey, you ever heard of Superman? Why? Boop.
Hey, you know that new R. Kelly song, I Believe I Can Fly?
Would it be really? I wish I could get away with playing it right now.
You were right.
I don't think anybody's going to get away with doing anything with R. Kelly for a little while. Oh, God, it makes you prompt to yeet her.
I got an achievement for it too.
Fucking A.
Face to the ground.
I mean, you're lucky she didn't flip in midair.
Look what you've done.
If she managed to flip in the air and land fucking leg first, you would have been boned
I
in that
hate
respect. Yeah, these are the type of people that, you know, electric chairs are made for.
Yeah, yeah, they are. We'll get Sparky back up and running for this.
Fuck that. Do it the old-fashioned way. Just get 10 feet of rope and a fucking board. Fun fact, if you make that rope a little bit too long and you dump them, they actually get decapitated.
Stop teaching them things. Do not educate the children.
Oh, no, you can learn about some famous Old West cases. There was a guy that...
Go for it.
Well, no, there was a guy that, I can't remember his exact name, but basically he was arrested for, I think he was trying to rob a train. He got arrested. He was he was sentenced to get hanged, but usually hangings didn't take place until a little while after when the person was actually convicted, because they had to take measurements and a bunch of stuff like that. So this guy was actually in a jailhouse for like 30 days. And the thing is, he didn't move around during those 30 days. He was just locked in a jail cell. And all he did was just sit there and eat. So he gained like 20 or 30 pounds while he was just sitting in a jail cell. And then on top of that, when he was apprehended, he was shot in the arm, and unfortunately part of his arm had to be amputated, so he was heavy on one side. So they originally did the measurements when they caught him from making the line for the actual noose that was going to go around his neck. And unfortunately, that line was predicted as being way, way too long for what it was supposed to be, because the lighter you are, the longer you want it to be, because it's less weight and it's got to pull down. And the ideal thing for a hanging is their neck is broken instantaneously and they instantly die. They don't have any kind of, if they're choking to death or something like that, that means you made the line way too short for whatever the person's weight was. So what they did is they made it too long for him and he had become too fat, but they didn't change it. So when they hung him, it actually ripped his head off.
That is some fucked up shit. And that's how we're ending the episode. Thank you, Mike, for teaching everyone another lesson.
Hey, look,
we're educational.
It's part of physics. Okay, it's physics. It's how shit works.
Well, join us next time when Professor Mike will teach you another thing.